I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are going to be partly cloudy to mostly sunny for the remainder of our Tuesday. Temperatures above average as well, highs near 80. Might see one or two isolated showers out there with the southeast wind around 5 to 10 miles per hour, but most of us remaining dry and a little humid out there for the rest of the day. We're back near 80 degrees again for the afternoon tomorrow.
This report is sponsored by Wawa. Get Wawa Rewards' biggest deal of the year before it's gone. Redeem bonus offers for $1 hot coffee, $2 iced coffee, and $3 Monster Energy every day, as many times as you want. Now through February 16th.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Rover's Morning Glory wants you to score some Red Zone revenue. Win $1,000 now. Enter the nationwide keyword credit at realradio921.com. That's credit. Enter it now at realradio921.com. And good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse on a Tuesday. I hope you guys are having a good day. Gave away Panther tickets. Every day we try to give you guys something because we appreciate you tuning in. You do have 13 chances a day to win $1,000. Dominic's in the studio, pretty busy with Clint. Good afternoon.
Hey, everything's going good over here. We're getting the video back, so we're good.
We're good. I did get a request to hear Dominic's being a dick. Can you play that drop? Look at Clint back there, man. What a guy. What a guy.
Was this one from
Dove's being a dick.
Doves.
And can I hear a couple of Franny ones that always put me in a good mood? Oh, you know which ones I like.
Bitch, you know how to take my coffee.
Yeah.
Love to sit and chat, but crack don't smoke itself.
Yeah. Those are my three favorites. Great job. By the way, Clint is in here, who does a great job at the company. He's been handling the social media for us for years in Miami and West Palm. So the scam continues. He's been doing a great job for a long time. Always surprised that when I see him, you don't see him much because he's down in Miami. And when I see him, I'm always surprised that he's still here. Franny's here.
What's up?
I'm like, wow, that didn't blow your eye yet? Wow. And I did see somebody, it's funny, at about, I don't know, man, I went to this gun range.
Which is very weird to hear come out of your mouth.
Well, it's a cigar bar.
It was an event, probably.
No. It's a gun range in Fort Lauderdale. I think the name is called Flounders or something like that. And my buddy's a member, but it's also you can smoke cigars, you can play golf.
Got it.
They're opening one in West Palm, too, and Miami, I think. But there was a guy who looked just like Clint. I mean, identical. And I when you see somebody that you know, but it's not the person, you give it like a double take. So I looked at him like twice. And I said, man, you look like some guy I work with. I mean, it's twin. I mean, just like, wow. What do they call that? Double ganger?
Doppelganger?
Doppelganger.
Oh, all right. I think it's something else.
Doppelganger.
What are you thinking about? Is that a sex position you like or something?
Over to Franny for some Florida stories, Dom.
Florida.
Did you say
Florida? I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
All right, well, you missed out yesterday because they set sail, and that was the maiden voyage for the Big Nude Boat. Yesterday, the Big Nude Boat made its maiden departure from the Port of Miami.
Really?
The cruise was a brainchild of the Bare Necessities Travel Company and Norwegian Cruise Lines. The event has taken place on the Norwegian Pearl. Cost naked travelers around $2,200 for an inside cabin. This is an 11-day voyage. Stops the Bahamas. You go to San Juan. St. Martin, St. Lucia, and other places.
And if you're like, man, I really wish I could sign up for one of these naked boats. So cruisers that are on this boat, as I mentioned, Port Miami yesterday. But the claims are, I mean, that's a pretty hefty price tag for an inside cabin.
That's a lot.
For the $2,200 for an inside cabin, but I guess, how many days?
11, you said?
11,
I was going to say that sounds very cheap.
I'm just like, you can find so many great deals out there, but I do also think they charge a bit of a premium for these specialty kind of cruises where they have events like this. Nudity.
I mean,
nudity on the boat.
It sounds it's like $200 a night.
$2,200 per person. I don't know. It's been a while. I just haven't paid that much for a cruise, but I guess the longest cruise I've ever done was 9 days.
So 2 people in your room, though.
No, but you pay per person.
Oh, okay.
Because that's not per cabin.
Yeah. I don't know. I think $200 a night is pretty cheap.
So if you're like, man, I missed it. Well, they said every February, the big nude boat will set sail. So you can do it again in They're actually booking for next year, for 2026 in February. You just have to go to cruisebear.com and search that big nude boat. You really didn't have to do that.
What do you do?
I'm being Dom right now with no camera.
Oh.
Whose phone is this?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It says I heard in the back.
It does.
Franny, in the article.
It's a promo phone. Phone promo. Owns it. What?
In the article, I just had a question. Did it say how many people went on the cruise?
This time around?
4.
I don't know. I'm guessing.
Dom, would you do that for research? If I heard asked you to go on a nude cruise for 11 days?
Matters the age of the cruise.
I have a feeling it might be all. It's always, if you've ever been to a nude bar place or whatever, it's always a mix.
Yeah.
It's majority people that normally you're like, I don't want to see naked.
Is iHeart paying me to go? Am I pulling like a G-man right here?
What does that mean? What do you mean? You're pulling? What does that reference mean? I think you got me confused with some music stations for people who are not here.
No, I think
they don't do jack for me, buddy. Anything
no,
I do.
I think he was saying that you do anything for money, and if he got paid, I think that's what he was trying to say. If he was getting paid to be there, he'd go.
Yeah, if I get paid, yeah.
That's what he was trying to say, and you took offense over that.
You like that comeback? Yeah, you ready? You ready with the kids?
Took me out of my chair.
I was like, yeah.
I knew it did. You're just like management. You really are. You want to pitch, but then when you hit one back, you're like, oh my God. What else you got for me?
I don't know. That totally took me out too, because I was like, I didn't even think Don was taking a shot at you. I think he was just saying, is it like you? If they're paying him to go, he'll go.
All right, they're paying you.
You're pay for play.
Would you go?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
It does.
I don't have to be nude.
It does hold 20. It's true. It does hold 2,300 passengers, so I don't know if it like sold out. I have no idea, but that's how big the boat is.
Okay.
I would assume so. I mean, there's a lot of people who enjoy being nude. A lot of nudists out there.
Now I wonder, can you wear any? Is it optional, or you have to be nude?
I'm sure it's optional, but I know with other things we've talked about, they have a lot of rules. Like you have to sit on a towel if you're sitting in a common area. You can't. I don't think you can be nude in the dining area.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Are the workers
no,
nude?
there's a lot of there's a lot of
the captain is.
The workers aren't, but there's a lot of rules as far as taking photos. Like you're not allowed to take photographs, stuff like that. So
no touchy.
Yeah, they do have a lot of rules that go with it. But I think if you're part of this community, the nudist community or whatever they have names, I'm sure. Besides just nudists, what do they call the lifestyle? That's like another word for that they use. I'm sure if you're part of these communities, they know the rules.
Somebody asked me that the other night. I thought it was a little odd question. Like, what is your lifestyle? Just a little Q&A with somebody.
How'd you answer it?
None of your business. Do you have a badge?
That's about right.
A lot of questions for somebody who has their clothes on.
And then we have a woman who in Punta Gorda.
Where?
Punta Gorda.
Oh.
Why is there so much yelling? I'm not ready for today. I'm already off of there. There's so much. I'm like
48 minutes left.
I'm ready to go.
There's a drop about up your Punta Gorda.
So a Punta Gorda woman threw ketchup, mustard, and eggs at her ex-boyfriend's car. Excuse me. And then not only did she do that, her name is Yoshabel, was arrested after the incident. And they said that she allegedly threw all that stuff at her boyfriend's car before the situation escalated. You're like, what? That's not escalating? Yeah. Then she decided, after she threw the eggs, to douse the vehicle with ketchup and mustard. Moments later, deputies said that the suspect came speeding around a corner in her Range Rover, and then she tried to run him over. So, yep, did all that to his car and then tried to hit him with her Range. Deputies say the victim's body was struck by the SUV, slamming him into the windshield and shattering the glass.
Wow.
He was then flung off the hood onto the pavement. The sheriff's office confirmed that the woman, last name Yashabel, intentionally ran over her ex. She was arrested, charged with bodily harm. I don't think it's an oops. That's why she intentionally did it. She was like, yes.
They're not watching the game together.
No
I can
oops.
tell you that.
They said that the victim is at the hospital suffering from several fractures, but he will be okay.
Nice.
It makes me, the one question I have is, what did he do?
Oh, he had to cheat on her.
Just kidding.
He had to cheat
You
on
always
her.
say that. What did he do?
He stepped on her puta gorda, whatever the hell it is.
I don't know if you're allowed to say that. And then next up in your with the Florida, we have another Florida woman who was out on felony probation. And it looks like Port Orange police pulled over an Uber driver in the early hours after the driver made an unlawful U-turn at an intersection. Well, during the traffic stop, the officers asked for the driver's information before turning his attention to the passenger that was in the car. And the passenger was a 34-year-old named Alicia, and she was from Daytona Beach. So the video shows her providing her with the name, which was not Alicia, Katie. So when the officers ran her name, which yielded 0 results, that's when she decided to bolt from the Uber and run away. Now, my question is, why? Why even? Well, why do the cops even look her up if she's just a passenger in an Uber and they're pulling over the Uber for that traffic violation?
I don't know.
That was very weird, right? So, yeah.
Maybe she looks suspicious or nervous.
Maybe. So, yeah, she bolted. Well, obviously for a reason, because she bolted when they were like, they looked up her name, Katie something, like, oh, you're not in the system. I can't find you. You don't exist. So they said officers quickly caught up to her and arrested her. And when they did, they found out that, yes, she was running for a reason. She had several active warrants out. And she
Makes
said,
sense.
I had to try. She told the cops when she ran away. There's a body cam. She's like, I had to try, like try running away.
At least try.
After she was being handcuffed, she was like, I had to try, And well, Katie, one of the cops said, not a good day to be you. And she said, and her words, this is her words, my bad, guys. My bad.
You know what?
As she walked towards a patrol vehicle, she was just like, yeah, my bad.
If she stayed calm, she might have got away with it. Because like you said, they pulled over the Uber driver.
Yeah.
But she must have acted nervous.
Suspicious for reason. Obviously, active warrants. And this is the kicker at the end, I'm telling you. She was found in possession of cocaine and prescription medication without a valid prescription. So, yeah, so she was writing dirty and she had a bunch of active warrants. So they probably did look at her like, why does she look so nervous? Why is she sweating so much?
Imagine when they got pulled over, she was probably like, I got no friggin' luck. It's not even me.
Yep.
And again, it's a story Franny's talked about for years when people get pulled over. And you mentioned it yesterday.
But this wasn't even, she was a driver.
That's what I'm saying.
It was an Uber that got.
That's where I was going with it. This is like an Uber. Dom, you talked about it yesterday with the Joe Burrow case. When they pulled those guys over and they found Joe Burrow's T-shirts.
Yeah, but those dopes had all of his stuff in the car still.
Yeah.
And items to help break in the house and that type of stuff. But it was just a traffic stop.
So I know, but and this wasn't it a while after the fact?
Yeah,
Yes.
Right?
It was like a week ago they got him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the game was a Monday night. He was playing in October and November. And they still, like Franny said, they had all the stuff in the car. Really? And thank God for police work.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, because, you hear a lot of these stories where people get caught over different things, and it's the police just arbitrarily pulling people over. When you get pulled over, if you got something in your car you're not supposed to, your heart must be going a million miles. I mean, like if you got a warrant, you know what I mean? Or like, God forbid, you're carrying drugs. I can't even imagine. Like, you've never been in that situation in my entire life, but I'm just saying your heart's got to be like, like pounding. It's like when you're on a plane and all of a sudden you hear turbulence really bad. You're like, oh God! You know what I mean? It's like, woo. Oh, this bitch got nailed.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know if I said it or not. That is the Florida.
She got kiboshed. Franny's on the camera right now, so if you want to check her out, looking like $1 million. The name of the show today is Friends with Benjamins. Remember that?
Ooh.
There it is. Somebody said that to me the other day. I like the slogan. I think it's nice. It's different. A little bit honest. Maybe honesty is hard for a lot of people, but If you're real, it shouldn't be. You can call us at 877-927-6969. Also, text us, realradio921.com. No, that's not it. That's not it.
It's our website.
Yeah, it's our website.
The number is 47142. Started off with Real Radio. That means that's how you dial 47142. That's the number you're texting, and then start the text off with Real Radio. That is the only way I will be able to receive them. Like, let's say this one right here. It says, "Hey, Greek, I hate both teams, but I agree with Grady." Who you had on yesterday. I believe Barkley is going to destroy that bobblehead Mahomes. That's what I said here.
Bobblehead Mahomes. It's so funny. People there's so much hate for the Chiefs. I mean, it's crazy. It used to be that way for the Patriots, too. Any team that wins a lot. And Brady gets a lot. You know what I mean? People still, slammed him. The perfect life. So many people were happy when he went through his divorce. They were like, oh, good, he's having some pain, which I think is so horrible to say. And I've heard
just people. In general. I mean, whether it's Brady or celebrities as a whole, we heard how many horrible things people were saying when the houses were burning down. Oh, who cares? They have the money. Yep. I mean,
that was sad.
It is. So I ask you guys, if you wear pajamas, you may go commando, no pajamas at all. I know my husband is a nude sleeper. I myself am not.
Is he still doing that?
Oh, always has.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever seen him sleep. Unless, if we're staying at a relative's house or something and it's not our home, then I feel like you have to put on something.
Did that start with you, or you always did that? Even as, years of growing up, he was always sleep nude?
You know what, Greg? I never asked him
No, I'm just
if he was doing it as a kid. I'm sorry. I'll ask him when I get home. Is this something you've been doing your whole life, or is it just with me?
Greek wants to know.
I don't know, G-Man, but a lot of people do sleep in the buff. It's just their thing.
I want 50 on he started with you.
No, because it doesn't make sense because I don't. I sleep in a T-shirt and panties. I don't sleep in the nude, and he does. So it's just the way some people are more comfortable that way. But if you do wear PJs, whether it's a T-shirt you wear to bed or you actually have the set or whatever, how often do you wear them before you wash them? Now, you probably don't wear PJs, do you?
Once in a while.
Just in your boxers?
I'll wear the bottoms of pajamas.
Yeah.
Some Armani ones,
Yeah, with little G's on them. I never wear the same thing twice to bed.
Okay, so you don't. Some people do. I will wear the same T-shirt maybe 2 or 3 times. I will, and it's because I'm just going to bed in it, and I'm not. And I take a shower too before, so it's not. But I do. But I'm like, all right, maybe I should rethink this. And it's not like I'm not wearing the same panties 2 or 3 times. It's just a big T-shirt that I wear. So they ask, how often should you wash your pajamas? And you can sleep in them, work in them, scroll on social media. A lot of people enjoy wearing pajamas all around their house all day long. Even some people go grocery shopping in their pajamas.
Oh, yeah, I've seen it.
But how often should they be washed? Huffington Post, asked readers about their jammy habits. And it looks like G-Man, some people will never rewear their pajamas, right? Until they wash them. They won't.
Or T-shirts, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Your PJs can be anything.
Yeah.
60% change their PJs every few days. 22% said they change their PJ set every week. So they'll wear one for the whole week.
And then they'll change.
Uh-huh. And about 5% wear a pajama set for over a week before washing them.
You know what I find odd when somebody will say, and again, it's got to be somebody you're banging around with, and they'll tell you about their sheets. Like, I wash my sheets, I don't know, they say once a month or every 2 weeks. I always find that odd to me, because I think you should do it at least once a week, But there are people who just don't even think about it. It's just like, hey, you know what? Not going to even think about it. But to me, it should be at least once a week, especially if you have any kind of activity.
Yes.
If you ever get sick, you should always wash your sheets. My mom always said that to me. If you get a cold, wash your sheets. Next morning, boom, first thing you do. But every 3-4 days, I'll do my sheets. But again, and I'm not even really in my bed much. Like yesterday, I think I was in my bed 2.5 hours. But your pajamas, let us know what you think. Now, if you slept with somebody and they slept in the same thing every night, would you say something to them after a while? Like, do you ever wash that? Like a pajama, a guy or a girl? Like, say a guy went to bed every night with a Chief jersey.
That's the same every single night.
Mahomes.
Every night. And you live together.
You might want to say.
There's a point. Like, how many of those do you own? Is that a new one every week? I mean, maybe.
Don't you have Kelsey?
Has been washed since last Super Bowl.
Yeah, like Mahomes' underwear.
Yeah.
Is he still rocking those red underwear that he says if he keeps on, when he has a winning streak?
I hope he is.
He wears his red undies.
I hope he is. Yeah, it's a unique question if you ask somebody. We started off the show with things that could you say to your friends, but to a significant other. I think some people might get upset if you say that to them. Like, hey, when's the last time you washed those?
Somebody has a question for you, G-Man. They said Greek says he's never been pulled over with anything illegal in his car. They're like, has he ever been pulled over with a professional in his car and been nervous?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't
So there
think
you
so. I think, I've been out with girls, but never in the same car. But you can't get in trouble for that anyway. How the hell do they know? Unless they see me exchanging money with them and I'm like, here. I mean, I'm just giving a friend a ride, officer. It's the way I was raised. I help my brother man. I'm all about helping the brothers and sisters. That's what I would do. Anytime you get pulled over, I think everybody always gets a little nervous. Even if you don't have anything in the car, you just did. I mean, I got pulled over, and probably the first time in like 5-6 years. I told the story right on North Lake. Guy was going to slam into me. It was a red light. Guy pulled me over in the bank. You just get like that. You're supposed to not stay. You got to stay in your car. You can't get out of your car. They do, they'll say same. And I ended up beating that ticket, which was unbelievable, but I didn't do anything wrong.
Shout out to
the ticket wizard. Yeah, that's who it is. They did a great job. But yeah, that's the first time. But I even got a ticket. Like, I don't know. I don't think I've been pulled over. Like, because he mentioned because they can pull right on the thing when you've been pulled over. Everything years it's been. But yeah, you always get a little nervous. I don't know. I was just like, what the hell is you? I was shocked that I got pulled over. I'm never a wise ass.
As you shouldn't be.
No, because it's not going to go good. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Whoever it is. Hey, you guys do a great job. I don't know if anybody told you today.
So
you want some Tito's?
Something that we brought up before about how you can write off, let's see.
Advertising.
And we mentioned Super Bowl just because they spent so much money on it, but not just advertising in general, companies. So our buddy Chris text us with Knox and Dunn. He was like, here's a take on the Super Bowl write-off. The price of the airtime is a pure expense. So the price of the spot and the number, so the price of the spot is the number, and the highest number is what a person who doesn't usually advertise with the broadcaster pays. If they are a regular advertiser, they are paying less for the spots as part of a larger media buy or getting discounted media elsewhere. The write-off could be in the form of the use of celebrity. They might have a different agreement coming from another budget that allows them to perform in the commercial, but also creatively get a tax break in another way. So I don't know if it's just I don't understand the whole actor thing because he says actors just has to be paid union scale to be part of a production. Any extra of them could come on any other fee, maybe even charity appearances. So the biggest expense of most Super Bowl commercials is often the production aspect of it.
Well, I'm going to let it be known out there. If you want me for a Super Bowl ad, I will waive my talent fee, okay? Because I think I can parlay into some other things. So I'll do the ad for free, and because I'm a nice guy. So we got a couple days to put together a Super Bowl ad.
You hear that, iHeart?
Really?
Oh, forget iHeart. Their stock go through the roof. Kidding me? You got to represent with the stars, baby. It is the Penthouse on a Tuesday. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
When C-Lane said aneurysm, I've seen a couple of videos
of people having aneurysms.
Yeah. There was one where I'll try to see if I can find this. He was just like walking into the lobby of a building.
Click favorites.
And the news junkie, weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
Roadwork in Boca Raton continues to slow us down. Right lane is blocked, I-95 south, right after Congress Avenue. We're looking good on 95 along the Palm Beaches. No major delays. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com, and we sell custom blinds, shades, and shutters at low prices. Our blinds are handcrafted to fit your windows, and if they don't, for any reason, we'll remake them for free. Your satisfaction is always guaranteed at Blindster.com.
Boost Mobile built America's new 5G network and made it easier than ever to switch. And when you do, you can get a free Galaxy A15 5G. Need to hook up a whole family? With Boost Mobile, you can get 4 unlimited lines and 4 free 5G phones for only $100 per month. To switch, head to your local Boost Mobile store today and get your free Galaxy A15 5G or 4 unlimited lines and 5G phones for only $100. New customers only. Requires auto pay and ID verification. Other restrictions apply. See participating dealers for details.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. Together, we're Anajar and Levine. If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve.
Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE.
In office, West Palm Beach.
Now Taxes is using Credit Karma, where a TurboTax expert can do your taxes for you. They'll get your refund, so you can do more with it right in Credit Karma. Now this is taxes. Intuit Credit Karma with TurboTax. See guaranteed details at turbotax.com/guarantees. Experts only available with TurboTax Live.
Why is your garage door the last thing in your house to get an upgrade? You replaced that flowery 1980s sofa with that sleek, sexy model from Sweden. Your new TV's connected to the internet. Your doorbell lets you talk to people. Your watch knows your heart rate. Your car knows how to drive to the cottage. But your garage door looks like an original prop from a Brady Bunch episode. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Your garage door is the single biggest feature on the front of your house. A modern, stylish design can instantly revitalize the look and feel of your home. And an ultra-quiet, belt-drive DC motor and smart home connectivity can revolutionize your garage door experience. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll give your faithful garage the upgrade it deserves.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
Less than 1 month until spring training returns to Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium. Tickets, groups, mini plans, birthdays, VIP experiences, and more are all on sale now. Visit RogerDeanChevroletStadium.com or stop by the ticket office today. We can't wait to see you at the ballpark.
Attention! Guarantee Media is giving away 4 days in Jamaica, Bahamas, or Punta Cana, Dominican Republic with hotel and airfare included for just $99. Here's how. Be one of the first 50 listeners to name a country without the letter A in its name, and you'll be off to a vacation to the Caribbean. Text your answer to 96551. That's 96551. And you'll get 4 days in Jamaica, Bahamas, or Punta Cana, Dominican Republic with hotel fare included. That's right. Be one of the first 50 to text the name of a country without the letter A in its name, and you'll go on a 4-day vacation to the Caribbean. Text your answer to 96551. That's 96551. Be one of the first 50 listeners to name a country without the letter A in its name and get 4 days in the Caribbean with hotel and airfare included for only $99. Text your answer to 96551. That's 96551. This promotion is paid for by Guarantee Media to solicit vacation ownership sales and is not affiliated with iHeartMedia. Terms and conditions apply.
Precision Door, a name you can trust.
If your garage door is making noise or just not working great, don't wait for it to break. Hey, it's Franny, and have my friends at Precision Door Service of South Florida come out for a tune-up. They use only quality precision parts, and all their trucks are stocked daily, so your door will be fixed on one visit. It's way better than getting stuck in your garage when you need to be somewhere. Precision Door of South Florida is a name you can trust. Just go to flgaragedoor.com.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I learned about atrial fibrillation the hard way. My symptoms would come and go. Shortness of breath, fatigue. I kept going. Then I got so lightheaded, I couldn't. My doctor said I have AFib, so I'm about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Other symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain can come and go, but the risk of stroke stays. If you have symptoms, tell a doctor. Visit notimetowait.com.
Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
I've just been feeling so sluggish lately. You should try the Metamucil 2-Week Challenge. The Metamucil 2-Week Challenge? Yeah, Metamucil 4-in-1 Fiber helps trap and remove the waste that weighs you down. Start your daily routine now, and in 2 weeks, you could be feeling great. Well, it's been 2 weeks. How you feeling? Lighter and feeling great.
If you want to feel lighter by promoting digestive health, sign up to take the 2-week challenge at Metamucil.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Give the star in your life the brightest gift in the world. Name a star after them.
This is Rocky Moselle with International Star Registry. For $59 and a call to 800-282-3333 or visit starregistry.com, you can name a star for birthdays, weddings, or even memorials. Over 45 years, we have named millions of stars for celebrities and individuals from around the world. The star you name will be recorded in book form in the U.S. Copyright Office. Visit starregistry.com or call 800-282-3333. Give the star in your life the brightest gift in the world. Name a star after them. This is Rocky Moselle with International Star Registry. For $59 and a call to 800-282-3333 or visit starregistry.com, you can name a star for birthdays, weddings, or even memorials. Over 45 years, we have named millions of stars for celebrities and individuals from around the world. The star you name will be recorded in book form in the U.S. Copyright Office. Visit starregistry.com or call 800-282-3333.
Fall in love with how easy car care can be. Drive into Valvoline Instant Oil Change for a premium Valvoline oil change. No appointment needed. Save today at VIOC.com. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. We'll get you back on the road in no time.
Here's what's happening with the weather on Real Radio.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are going to be partly cloudy to mostly sunny for the remainder of our Tuesday. Temperatures above average as well, highs near 80. Might see one or two isolated showers out there with a southeast wind around 5 to 10 miles per hour, but most of us remaining dry and a little humid out there for the rest of the day. We're back near 80 degrees again for the afternoon tomorrow.
This report is sponsored by True Green. True Green. Get a golf course quality lawn that's more affordable than you think. Don't wait. Visit TrueGreen.com today and let the pros handle the work while you enjoy the results. That's TrueGreen.com. True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
In a world where every second counts, immigration raids are still underway across the country. iHeartRadio has one podcast that keeps you informed. 24/7 News, the latest. Today's latest news every hour in just 4 minutes.
DeepSeek launched its AI model R1 last week.
Be the first to know.
President Trump has sent a loud and clear message.
iHeartRadio's 24/7 News, the latest. Open the free iHeart app and listen now.
MMJHealth.com. Get approved for your card today. Medical marijuana made easy.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
I'm wearing the same panties 2 or 3 times.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
What was that drop?
He takes it and he just misconstrues.
What was that?
That made it sound like I wear panties how many times? I'm wearing the same panties 2 or 3 times. Yeah,
Really?
see? No,
Oh,
exactly.
I can't see you doing that.
You heard what I said, but if you didn't hear, it makes it sound like I am gross.
I had to pick between that or this.
What do they call that? Double ganger?
I like double ganger better.
Double banger. Ganger, whatever. That's when somebody looks like you. It's a compliment. It is the Penthouse and another fantastic Tuesday.
It's a compliment.
Whatever.
Wearing the same panties? That's a compliment.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if you want to question somebody on that. Like, yeah, you're wearing the same panties? That's not going to go good. If you ask a girl that, I think she would get mad. Would you get more mad if the girl wore no
It's
panties?
just a weird question to ask, too.
Yeah, it's like, where would that come
How many
up?
days have you been wearing those? How long have those been off for?
Oh, yeah, that'd be bad.
Yeah.
I don't even know how that would come up. Like, did you see the specials tonight? Are those the panties you wore last night? Like, it's just a little crazy. But there are people out there. I don't think that goes well.
There are people out there.
Dominic, right?
Yep.
First time?
Yep,
Last time?
that's me. Yep.
Thanks for listening. Franny's here.
Hey.
Trifecta, you answer the phones. As his head goes back again. All right, the Miami Heat and Jimmy Butler, they're basically done, but they got to find out where Jimmy Butler's going. The trade deadline is Tuesday at 2 o'clock. Jimmy wants to go to Phoenix, and I think the Heat are leaning toward the Warriors, but he did tell the Warriors he wasn't going to sign a long-term deal. So we'll see what happens here Where does Jimmy Butler end? Again, unfortunately, not a good situation for the Heaters. I'm a Heat fan. Love the Heat. And I wish this worked out because I thought Jimmy Butler was a stud. When we got him, I was so excited. I really was and happy. But again, just didn't work out. Luka had his press conference today with the Lakers. They introduced him to L.A., Hollywood. And he was there answering questions to the media. It's still one of the biggest trades that people are talking about in the last decade. Easy. They're even calling it as big as when LeBron came to South Beach and took his talents down here from Cleveland. I think that was 2010. But, yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Super Bowl is Sunday, unless you live maybe in a barn and you have no TV or radio or anything. You don't know what's going on. And you're out in the middle of Nebraska shucking corn. But the Super Bowl is Sunday.
I was with someone yesterday, and I was like, who do you have in the Super Bowl? And they were like, I don't even know who's in it. I was like, oh, all right, that answers that question.
Yep, they exist.
They do exist.
Those people do exist.
Yeah, there are people who don't know. I mean, they just don't follow sports.
I was just trying to make small talk, me and another guy. I was just like, oh, yeah, who do you have in the Super Bowl? Because it's this weekend. He's like, oh, it's this weekend? I'm like, oh, all right.
It just happens.
Yeah,
I mean,
it happens. People get busy with life.
Yeah, not that. They're just not sports fans.
Yeah, they just don't care. Yeah.
The other thing I think it's hard is that it's so much in your face in so many areas. Not only radio, but TV, social media. Like, I don't know how it, you don't even have an acknowledgement, but there are some people. So, I mean, if you're one of those people, good for you. If you have the Chiefs, great. If you don't, screw. Greek Trifecta is sponsored by Pilar Coffee Bar and Ice Treats. And, Dom, who do we have on the phone?
We have Steven on the phone who wants to talk about Super Bowl ads.
Steven, how are you?
I'm doing great, Penthouse. How are you guys?
We're doing great, Steven. What's going on?
Well, first of all, I'm calling from Corpus Christi, Texas. So big shout out from the Texas state.
Oh, nice.
Normally I live in Pompano Beach. Anyway,
let me ask you, how's the radio out in Texas?
I'm on iHeartRadio. It's perfect.
Oh, okay.
Are you just visiting?
I'm here to visit the grandchildren.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
I rent a place every couple of months.
Nice.
And so we're hanging out. Anyway, I'm the guy that wrote the Sean Penn.
Yeah.
In case you don't recognize the voice.
I do.
I don't call in that often, but when you talk about advertising, I was in the business for 25 years.
Okay.
And there's nothing I don't know about advertising. So let's just talk about any commercial.
Okay.
First of all, if the talent in the commercial is after SAG, the person who wrote you said they get scale. That's the least amount of money according to the after SAG contract. So that's number one. If it's just a random car dealer and they hire a production company and they make their own commercial, they're not going to be using union talent. So they could pay them $10. They could pay them nothing.
Okay.
They could give them a free car wash. It doesn't matter. So it just depends on what the talent. If the company is a signatory, or if the advertising agency is a signatory, that means they're abiding by the contract. Now, guys like Kelsey, Mahomes, any of these guys that are doing big-time commercials, that's a whole other deal. They have their agents sign them up, and they could be getting $1 million for a contract.
Okay.
And every single part of the production is write-offable, 100%. So the production company, when you make the commercial and you pay a production company, that's write-offable. The talent is write-offable. The cost of the advertising is write-offable. Every single step of the way, as a company, you get to write it off. So I hope that helps.
Yeah, no, it definitely helped.
Yeah, it's good. It's
Does that make
great.
sense to you?
Yeah, it does. I mean, I think like he said with the actors, if they want to pay somebody, big money, they're going to get there. And anybody who's the top celebrity is going to get huge money to be in an ad to endorse a product. They're not going to do it for scale.
Now, the other part that he said about that the Super Bowl ads, sometimes you buy them as a standalone.
Okay.
And the best example is that Apple commercial years and years ago that ran only one time, and they never ran that commercial again. Now, they may have bought other commercials, but they paid for that one commercial, and they did not. It was not part of a package. what will happen sometimes is you buy a $5 million commercial, and then they'll throw in a whole bunch of other day parts, and you guys know what that is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they'll get a morning, they'll get an afternoon, they'll get an evening commercial on the TV station or on the radio station, and that can become part of a package, but it's not necessarily part of the package. You can buy standalone ads in any program, radio, television, but a lot of people have gone away from that. They're now using social media, and when you put your commercial, like I see Pilar, for example, on social media all the time. They don't pay anybody for that. They just put it up.
Mm-hmm.
Free. So one of the reasons I got out of the business was because a lot of the clients have gone away from what we call traditional media, newspaper, radio, magazines. If you notice, the newspapers and the magazines are so skinny now because there are no ads in them.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have to anymore. They just spend a whole lot of money on Google search, and they can pay per click. Or if you're just a standalone company like people that you represent, they put them on for nothing. They don't pay anybody.
Mm-hmm.
So, once again, I hope that helps.
No, thank you very much.
It is.
Like you
Thank
said,
you.
it's definitely changed over the years, but we appreciate you listening. Thanks for the input, and enjoy your trip with your grandkids.
I listen every day. I'll be back in Florida at the beginning of April, and maybe I'll get to come out and see you guys again at one of your appearances. I always love seeing you guys live.
Well, we appreciate
Maybe
it.
we'll see you back at Pilar.
Yeah, we're going to be at the golf tournament in February at the Old Honda.
I'm not coming back till April, but
all right, well, then you won't see us in February.
That's what he said, but
Creek doesn't listen.
he doesn't.
Oh, one more thing. Greek.
Yes.
Doppelganger.
I didn't hear him.
When somebody looks like somebody else.
Oh, yeah.
Doppelganger.
Yeah, well, again, it was a mistake. What do they call that? Double ganger?
Double ganger.
I was thinking two different things this once. I mean, I always thought you had to find love in jail. I thought it was your cellmate. I always thought it was weird. Then Franny told me and said, no, it's not cellmate, Greek. But you know what? We all go through life one way or the other. And some people, it just, you shake your head. You go, man, how the hell does he get through life? I'm one of those people.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I think you've done really well for yourself.
Well, thank you for the compliment. I try every day to make it a little bit better of a Greek person. Try. Doesn't always work out, but we try. We did something very nice today
Bye,
for somebody.
everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye. Thanks for the call. So G did mention Cognizant Classic, and we will be there again at the Tito Stillhouse Lounge. But they're doing things differently with the whole fan experience. You're going to see some stuff that were there before, but I did see that this year they're introducing what they call the Palm Beaches Jupiter and Gardens neighborhood. So they're going to have all these different sections. They said that this experience, and they can't wait to show off their new experience, a new fan experience, which brings the vibrancy and elegance of the Palm Beaches to life at PGA National. And as I mentioned, they're going to, even though Palm Beach County has a lot more neighborhoods than Palm Beaches, Jupiter, and Gardens, but those are the three that they're going to showcase this time around. So with them, they said it's going to just appear as the Palm Beaches. The driving range, practice putting greens are the best spots to watch the PGA Tour. The pros warm up for their rounds. So they're going to have, when you arrive on site, that's going to be the Palm Beaches neighborhood. We're going to see that, where they have the driving range, the practice putting greens, where fans can spot the Palm Beaches neighborhood. You'll notice, because when you think Palm Beaches, right, a lot of times that Lily Pulitzer, so it is. It's bright, it's vibrant pink colors at the practice areas. And that's also on, it looks like holes 1 through 6. So they're going to have all kinds of stuff going on, including the Nicholas Children's Health System Kids Autograph Zone.
Nice.
Yes, where you can grab a bite, they said, and hopefully catch some of your favorite players, and where they're going to have autographs from their favorites. And I'm sure they're going to do those certain days. So we got to check out the dates. Then Jupiter Neighborhood is going to be, that design is going to be across holes 7 through 12. When they say that is going to be orange colors, vibrant, where you're going to have local favorites. That's Amore, Little Moore's Food Shack, Sunset Slush, places that you can find in Jupiter. They're going to have a Duffy Zone located at hole number 8. Fans 21 or over looking for bubbles can over to the Champagne Lounge. So they're going to have things like that. And then we go into the Gardens neighborhood, highlighted by its teal design. That's going to be 13 through 18, those holes, too. They're going to have FPL fan villages are going to be there. They're going to have, I believe that's where we're at, the Tito's. It's called the Tito's Golf Club.
Nice.
Ooh.
Yes, they said the fans 21 or older stop by the Tito's Golf Club, which is going to be they're doing it different. Excuse me, a new venue that offers views of 10 and 17, interactive games, music, premium bar, and more, which they always did it right, but I guess it's going to be a little bit different. They're going to have a Corona Premier Clubhouse. There's going to be a chic monk coffee, Inspiration Sunset / Pig Beach Barbecue. Pig Beach is excellent. A place called Knock Around, which you can do photos, and a bar from Fever Tree. So it is going to be looking a little bit different as they do. They're having the themes around different cities here in Palm Beach County. Yeah,
that's very nice. Looking forward to it every year at Tito's. It's great that we're partners with them. We love being out there. The Tito's Steelhouse Lounge is a great place to enjoy. The drinks, obviously, Tito's. And it's fun. It's always fun. Look forward to it. It's one of the bright spots of the year for Franny and I. And we've been lucky enough to be back there. I think this is our 15th year, which is very, very nice. And we're excited. I'm very excited. We'll be there the 26th and the 27th of February, that Wednesday and Thursday.
Ooh.
I know the Tuesday is the Pro-Am that they have. I think Monday's just a practice day or everything like that. But it's beautiful. It really is. It's really nice. The Tito Steelhouse Lounge is really, really cool. So we're excited about it. And
the Tito's Golf Club.
Yeah.
Yes, it's different this year.
Oh, Tito's Golf Club, excuse me. Yeah, but it'll be very, very cool. Not as cool as if the Chiefs win, but we'll see what happens with that.
And you have another broadcast coming up too, right?
February 15th. We're doing the Greek thing. They got it.
The Greek thing.
Yeah, the Greek thing. St. Catherick's.
Okay. Say who?
Was it Kathleen's? Whatever it is, Catherick's? No.
St. Catherine's?
No.
I think it's St. Catherine.
It's St. Catherine's.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, it's the 15th. I don't have to be there yet.
I know, but you've been doing this event for years.
So what?
It's named after you. Come on.
It is. I mean, I was supposed to do the other one this year on Yamato and Boca, but I didn't want to cheat on the other guys. So I said I can't. I can't do two. But the one in Boca, I gotta tell you, they got some hot girls. Ooh, my buddy wants me to come to church. He goes, you're gonna meet a Greek girl. Perfect for you.
Well, there you go. Why not?
He goes, just come any Sunday. But I said, isn't that going under false pretense if you're going to a Greek church and you're looking for a girl? I said,
what's a false pretense?
Well, I'm not really going to the church. I'm going to meet somebody. You know what I mean? So he was like, but he said, like, a lot of Greek girls like to meet Greek guys.
Well, maybe they're there for the same reason, to meet a nice Greek guy.
So then they're lying, too. Sounds like a match in heaven.
I still think we should get Greek tested and see how much Greek he is.
At least 50%. I'm telling you. That's what they told me. If they lied to me, they did. Screw it. It's worked out great. It's been a great nickname, and it gets me in restaurants and hotels.
There you go.
So what else I need? I mean, come on.
The Italian, it just won't work anymore.
No. My mother got very bothered by that. She never liked it, and she didn't like the nickname at all. She would always say it.
Oh, yeah. She was like, why aren't you grasping? Why aren't you appreciating my side of the family?
Oh, yeah. She would always say, like, oh,
why aren't you embracing the Italian side?
Oh, yeah.
47142 started off with Real Radio. Hey, guys, I wanted to thank you and Real Radio for the Panthers tickets on Saturday. Blackhawks scored in the first 7 seconds of the game and were shut out the rest of the way for a 5-1 Panthers victory. I got to wear my new Reinhardt number 13 jersey. Thanks again. That's from BJ and Boynton. So thank you very much for sending that text and thanking us, and I'm glad you had a great time. And then we have my wife and I do not watch daytime TV. We only stream. I did not know the Super Bowl was this weekend until just now, and I lost interest in sports during the whole "we're cheered people" kneeling phase. I've turned my attention to Formula One and NASCAR. And then I did see this. Don't know if you just saw, I heard it earlier this morning, that Marcus Jordan.
Oh, yeah, DUI.
Michael Jordan's son got popped in Orlando for DUI, and they found a bunch of booger sugar. They said happy dust or Peruvian marching powder in his car, whatever you want to call it. I don't know if we are surprised, even though he tried to say it wasn't, but do you remember that one picture where he was on vacation and he was sitting, I think, having breakfast at a table and just right there in public doing cocaine. But he tried to deny it, and here we are finding him with cocaine, so I'm guessing that probably was cocaine.
That's not good.
Yeah.
That's not a good thing. Man, not good. Definitely not good when you get something like that. But again, they'll figure it out.
They claim that resisted arrest. It was possession, DUI, and resisting arrest. And this happened yesterday. They said after a series of serious crimes, and as the text said, in Orlando.
877-927-6969. That's always the number you can call. All week, anything about the Super Bowl, the game, who you like, maybe a prop bet that you really feel comfortable about, you can call us. Where's the best place to watch the Super Bowl? Always there. Do you have something? Good luck. Is there more pressure when your team's in it? You go crazy. Or do you like just watching the game and just saying, hey, I don't like the Eagles or I don't like the Chiefs. But say you're a fan, but that pressure that's on there. Unfortunately, they've been, facing the Chiefs. Like the Knicks in the 90s could never get past the Bulls. It just happens. Peyton Manning and the Colts could never get past New England. Finally, one year they did get past them. But yeah, let us know about stuff like that. And where's the best place to do it? And would you leave a house if the TV was too small or you didn't like the food? What would you leave quicker? Too small of a TV or the food is bad? Say they came out with like celery and peanut butter.
Yeah, I'd probably leave. Or, I would leave.
Before the TV.
Mm-hmm. Because you got to remember, like back in the day, we used to huddle around like small TVs, so we could still manage.
Yeah. Oh man, if you got a bet on a game you want to see, you're watching on your phone.
Oh yeah,
I mean, what the hell's the difference? I mean, some people it does matter, but really, if you just want to see the game, who cares? You're like, whatever. I watch games in freezing cold weather. I mean, I watched the game. I told a story against the Giants and the Redskins, getting a pizza from my girlfriend at the time in Fort Lee, New Jersey. I watched it outside somebody's house window. Cops came eventually. Didn't arrest me, which was nice. The people were very, very nice. But I watched the whole fourth quarter of the game. I drove by, I pulled my car over, and I watched the whole fourth quarter on their grass. And I used to get mad when somebody was getting up. I'm like, will you sit down? I gotta watch the game. It is the Penthouse on a great Tuesday. Greek Zone today. We'll get into some more. Oh, yeah. Here's my favorite song.
What is this?
His favorite song from that video of dancing.
Oh.
And he thinks it's you and him dancing.
I'm still
when the guy goes up to her and the girl's like, I don't want anything to do with you. I play this in the morning when I wake up. I love this song. It is the Greek. It is Francis, Dominic. Dominic, good job as always. Thanks for your help with the camera. Great job.
I won't be using it.
I know you won't. I'm not going to even ask you.
Still holding strong in 2025.
Yeah, he's going to make the whole year.
Still. I believe it.
Franny, great to have you back. Yesterday was a sad day for us. You coming back today put a little step in our step. So thank you.
I'm glad.
A little step in our step.
Glad I could help you with that step.
Yeah. You guys enjoy the music on your way out. Hope you had a good time enjoying the show today. And if you didn't, maybe you just don't get us. But remember, friends with Benjamins. That's the new saying. That's what it's all about. Everybody uses everybody. Don't deny it. You can say, oh, yeah, I don't. Yeah, you do at the end of the day. So, Greek, you guys have a great afternoon. Dom's going to take us out with this lovely song. And again, thanks for making this day special. Peace.
Hey, it's Rover from Rover's Morning Glory. Wake up with me each morning. Just tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio. And you can wake up with me right next to you. Romantic.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
From the Gordon Partners Traffic Center. Have you been injured in a motor vehicle accident? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
Not seeing any major incidents along our Palm Beach expressways. We do have road work that's causing a delay 95 south right after Congress Avenue in Boca Raton. That right lane is blocked. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Jackson Hewitt. It matters who does your taxes. Jackson Hewitt makes taxes feel like a yacht rock song. Get your max tax refund guaranteed, and new customers get $100 to switch. Don't miss the boat. Book an appointment with experts today. Limited time offer for new clients. Participating locations only. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com.
Are you interested in wealth management that is designed to help protect and maintain or expand your financial portfolio? Trade Your Wealth understands the importance of tactic investments and tailored insights for growth in line with your risk tolerance. They'll ask you, do you want to take risk or not? And maybe you're not that person who wants to do it. They'll make sure that you have a plan, that you're not taking unnecessary risks. Call Trade Your Wealth today to learn more about their strategies. It's 561-390-1000, 561-390-1000. That's the number number to call. And there's offices in West Palm Beach. Everybody has a different style. Everybody has different thoughts. Trajan's Wealth will help you. Their staff is there, and they'll talk to you, and they'll say, hey, what are you looking to do? What do you need? But you got to call them. 561-390-1000, 561-390-1000. They have a great staff that can answer all your questions and help you get to that goal. Call them today at 561-390-1000. Peace. Advisory services offered by Trajan Wealth, LLC, and SEC registered investment advisor. Paid advertisement.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. We recently received a call from an injured person. The insurance company had offered them $11,000.